Hey, this is Adan, and welcome to week 5 of my run of the MBL. This week, we're going to be facing Kami level threat and their coach Taka. Um, Last week, we had another dominant win. We're hoping to replicate it again this week, but this is, in my opinion, probably the highest ranked coach in the league. So, um, yeah, I don't know if I will get another 6-0. And he's got a pretty good team, so it's we'll see. um, yeah, so let's get into it actually. So this is his team. Off the bat, the the two threats that I see, well, three really, but the two big ones is Dragonite and Blaziken. Now, in this league, for whatever reason, Blaziken is like a B tier, I think, uh, or A tier. It's one of the two. It's not the highest tier, which is crazy, really. And good on Taka for being the one to see that. Um, so great value pick in his second. Though I think picking up Dragonite. I think he was the first to pick a dragon, and he picked Dragonite, which I feel like. I mean, Dragonite's a good Pokemon. That I'm not gonna say it isn't, but I feel like a lot of the other dragons are more threatening than Dragonite. However, again, Dragonite is a threat, so I have to be worried about it. Aside of that, Gmax Machamp is going to be dangerous, especially if you can get those one, not two cheese strikes. Will do a lot of can add a random element of like increased crit, which is dangerous. But outside of that, it's actually his team is pretty slow. Well, I say pretty slow. Uh, he's got a huge speed gap between his base 80s. He has four of them, so his and Frostlass, and then between Frostlass and Chinchino, there's not much of a speed difference, but yeah, there's a huge speed gap, about I think 40 points. I'm trying to remember if Frostlass was one. No, Frostlass is 110, so it's 30 points. Um, yeah, so yeah, I got a few Pokemon that's in that that can fit in and that can do a lot of damage. So I'm not afraid of that. uh, yeah. What I expect him to bring is probably going to be obviously Blaziken and Dragonite. I expect them to come. She's Gmax. Machamp is another Pokemon. Um, and I think he would bring. Uh, I think he will bring a ghost type. I'm leaning toward Dusclops. I think Dusclops is just can wall my team pretty well. Uh, outside of that, outside of those four, it's really a toss up. Gadwa, I think, is going to be important. He's lacking a steel type, so unlike last week, where they didn't even have a fairy, Gadwa is a fairy type. So that'd be important. And then maybe I'm leaning towards Golisopod or Chinchino. I think Chinchino is a Pokemon. I think he's brought every time he's faced me, he's brought Chinchino. He's drafted that, I think, every season that I've played with him. So yeah. But obviously each season is going to be a different team. So yeah, so I'm expecting a hazardless um game here, or at least on from him. Seismitoad is his only stealth rocker, I believe, and obviously I have Rillaboom, and the threat of Rillaboom is I think too great to bring Seismitoad. So that's what I predict. Outside of that, I think Shiftry is just not threatening enough. Frostlass, well, it's threatening, but I think if he was to choose a ghost type, I think he would choose Dusclops. So with that said, let's check out my team. So the first Pokemon is to deal with the first threat, really, and that is Dragonite. So obviously, the best Pokemon, Clefable. I went with Unawares just in case he wants to go with Dragon Dance set. Max HP, Max Bulk. Yeah, there's really not much to it. Moonblast to do damage. His team actually has no Fairy Resist and 3 Fairy weak Pokemon, so Moonblast will do quite a bit of damage. Soft Boil, Stealth Rock, Knockoff. That's just a standard set, I think, for Clefable. I did select with Rocky Helm because I think his best move against Clefable Dragonite's best move against Clefable is dual wing beats, and obviously the double damage from Rocky Helm will do a lot of it. Will punish him more. Yeah, so for my second Pokemon, I decided to go with Palosan. Palosan is gonna be my dedicated answer to Gmax Machamp. I don't want those Chi Strikes to come up. So I have Palosan there just so I can stall out his Gmax turn. I went with Cobbleberry, obviously, because Max Darkness is probably what he's gonna use against Palosan. Outside of that, I have Earth Power, Stealth Rocks, Protect, Shore Up, Protect, so I can ensure that I can stall the turns. But honestly, the other 3 moves are just there, so I could do at least something in case he doesn't bring Gmax Machamp. Yeah, so that's really simple build. Obviously, max defense investment, so I can take hits. For my third Pokemon, I'm going with Rillaboom. Rillaboom, actually, I elected to go with Rillaboom because hits that speed tier above 80. He's got 85 base speed, so he outspeeds pretty much all his team except 2. And those 2 actually just fall to Grassy Glide. Maybe not at max HP, but yeah, they just fall to Grassy Glide. So yeah, there's really no need to put yeah. So that's why Rillaboom I think is so strong. Especially with that choice band, Wood Hammer is just gonna, I think, even if they resist, it's going to do tons of damage. Grassy Glide, obviously priority, U-turn and Knockoff just for momentum and, in terms of getting rid of items or just getting positional momentum. Yeah. So 220 plus, obviously that's to outspeed all his base 80s. 252 attack, or, maximum damage, rest went to bulk. Pretty simple build. For my fourth Pokemon, I decided to go with Gmax Cinderace. I think Gmax Cinderace is gonna be acting as like a special war, not a special war. Sorry, why did I say special war? I meant War Breaker. And it's not even special. So, with the Libero ability, I did it with Red Card. Obviously, I think I actually just wanted an item that can be consumed and that can disrupt my opponent. So I went with red card. Well, the reason I want a consumable item is because I'm going with acrobatics. Last week I went with bounce. This time I wanted to go with acrobatics. Um, Pyro ball, high jump kick is really there just so I can get max knuckles. Uh, but if push comes to shove, like I rather. I thought about low kick, but a lot of my opponents' Pokemon actually the low kick doesn't do that much. So worst comes to worst, if I need to do a strong move against a fire resist, then high jump kick is there. Acrobatics, it's important for me because his team is actually he's got 4 Pokemons weak to flying and none resist to it. So acrobatics is going to do heaps of damage. My aim when I get the Gmax up is hopefully get 2 max airstreams and a max knuckle. I think a combination of those two, the combination of like those boosts will put Cinderace in a position where I think he can just sweep his team. A Sucker Punch there is just for priority. That's useful to have, especially on Pokemon that I suspect would push Scarf. I mean, a lot of his base 80s are good choice scarfers. So, and I think if push comes to shove, like not Gardevoir would be a dangerous Pokemon to face, especially if I just suck a bunch. Yeah, so that's the race. 228 plus speed just to outspeed his whole team. Max attack, press into bulk, pretty simple. For my 5th Pokemon, it's Mantine. If he does bring Seismitoad, even though I don't think he will, I want something that can at least get rid of rocks, but also kind of can deal with Seismitoad itself. I know Seismitoad can learn rock type moves, so it's a little bit touch and go there. But I do went with max defense, Mantine with heavy duty boots, Scald and Hurricane, just so I can hopefully spread status, but at the same time, Hurricane will do that damage. Again, he has no flying resist, defog obviously, and roost to keep healthy. So there's not much to it. For my last Pokemon, I went with Dragalge. Dragalge, I think, just because his team is weak to dragons, he has no steel type. He does have that fairy type, but if that gets eliminated, then Dragalge becomes really powerful. Draco is just going to probably just drop any of his Pokemons. I don't need choice specs. His team is not the bulkiest. He does have 2, I think, really bulky Pokemon, but again, there's ways around it. So I did decide to go with Black Sludge for keeping Dragalge healthy. It's also important because I do suspect his Blaziken will have to be stretched in terms of offensive pressure. I need to stretch it. So obviously, I think he will have Sword Dance. I have a Fire Stab, a Fighting Stab, and then that leaves only one coverage move. Whether he wants to have an Electric for Mantine or Ground for Dragalge, that's yeah, that's the idea. Though he could actually just forego fighting and just have the 2 coverage, or forego Sword Dance. Yeah, so that's my team. I know I have Draco, but I have Sludge Wave for what's it called? Gardevoir. Gardevoir actually does fall to Sludge Wave. Scald and Flip Turn are just there. Scalds I can spread some chance of spreading status, and Flip Turn for momentum. Yeah, so pretty simple build. Yeah, so that's my team. And let's just get into the battle. Okay, so got our match against Taka. I'm surprised he brought Frostlast over Duskull. Dusclops, sorry, I don't know why I said Dusclops. That is interesting. Well, regardless, I still need to get rid of Dragonite, or at least weaken Dragonite really quickly. I think I'll leave Rillaboom. Probably our best bet. Again, I don't think my team defensively matches well with my opponents. So I really need to put a lot of offensive pressure on him. Unfortunately. Okay, well, I could go straight for a knockoff, get rid of the his item. Whether I will survive is another thing. I'm just gonna U-turn. I'm not too worried about guts being a thing, being in play. So just go U-turn. I wonder what he's gonna do. He could predict the switch into Palo Sand. Which he would go with Max Darkness, but the main thing is I can't let him set up Max G Strike. Worst case scenario, actually, if he just keeps using Max Steel Spike. Yeah, you can't let Bullet Punch. I know. Tailstorm. Ooh. Oh, that kind of sucks. So the idea is I can't let him Max Chi Strike. Hopefully I could survive long enough so that it's forced to not use Max Chi Strike. Oh man, this is talk about perfect. I thought he was going Max Heal somewhere again. What's his team like? I think it's still gonna be a problem. Dragonite. Or Smash Hailstorms. I just want something like that happening again. I'm ultimately okay with the outcome of this. I think Clefable is my best bet now. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I'm just gonna stealth block here. Could have a steel attack. Knock off. Okay, well, he knocked off my rocky helm. Burn is kind of chipping away at him. The Moon Blast here. I know he could swap. That is a thing. But none of his Pokemon resist flying. Oh no, fairy. So Moon Blast will do good damage. Not great, because I'm uninvested in special attack. But will do good damage. Also, I just need to get rid of the multi-scale from Dragonite, and I think I should be fine. Okay, so there's one full fail. And good thing I healed before this. Well, that little bit helps. I wonder what he's gonna go for at this point. Obviously Dragonite's not his play here. I remember his team Frostlass, maybe? But I think it is clear I'm a physical defensive table. Not sure about Frostlass's special move pool. I just know it as a physical attacker. Nice. And I'm going to Moon Blast here. So I'm curious on what it's going to do exactly. It could Sword Dance. It could Protect, to be honest, to ensure a speed boost. Yep, it is. Still curious on what exactly he's going to do. Let's Protect. I assume there's no Sword Dance in there. That leaves 3 slots. Probably a Fire Stab, maybe a Fighting Stab, and a coverage move, whether it's... Ooh, that should do enough. Oh, nope, it didn't. So, I thought it would do enough. So this is Dragagi, yeah. Red lips. Now we'll see if he has Earthquake, I guess, at this point. I'm just gonna flip turn. Yeah, he has Earthquake. Okay. I am going to go with Cinderace now. I think this is the time. That's Airstream. I don't know how much Earthquake will do. He didn't Sword Dance, and yeah. I wonder what his last move slot is. I assume it's a fighting type stab. I guess I could have confirmed by switching in Mantine. There we go. Okay. He was probably expecting Max Knuckle maybe? No, Max Knuckle wouldn't be too bad on so he could be Choice Scarf, so I gotta be careful there. I do need to get a Max Knuckle in one time. It's just risky with Frostlass in the picture. I don't think it's essential that I get Max Knuckle in. It's just ideal. Okay. Max Knuckle is probably... The thing is, he's got Aqua Jet, and then there's what? A 1 in 3 chance that it's going to be Frostlass. Not much it is. That I'm fine. Red card. Let's see what comes in. Ah, Blaziken. That's actually the Pokemon I really did not want to come in. Okay, he's not heavy duty. Which I thought he would be. Which is actually just benefits me because then all I have to do, I don't actually need +1, I think. I'm just gonna sucker, just in case he extreme. Oh no, extreme speed's faster anyway. Oh, my mistake. Okay, well, if he had extreme speed, he would have used it. That's my fault completely. I abuse so. Oh, you did right to say that, yeah. First impression is going to faint my... But I should be alright. I'm just gonna sucker just in case he goes for Aqua Jet, but first impression should be good, yeah. Yeah, this goes, Glassy Glide. Can't first impression again. And emergency exit will... He might as well tank the hit and then use emergency exit to get Cross Last, I guess, safely. Unless he doesn't have heavy duty boots, and then I guess that's also a huge problem if the Cross Last doesn't have it. So, Cinderace faints for the first time this season, which is surprising, I think. Or for me. Wait, I play my Pokemons. Rocky Helm, okay. Now, I don't know if Glassy Glide will faint Cross Last. I actually don't think it will. Okay, yeah, no, I think it will. it just didn't have heavy duty boots. It's unfortunate. So, I think a nice cleanup there at the end with Rillaboom. And yeah, I think that's well played. I think there was just some things I don't even know. Actually, I don't know how I would critique the match, because I think he did everything naturally, like things I would do myself. So, and he actually did one better with Max Hailstorm, because I didn't anticipate that from Marchand. But yeah, that's week 5, I guess. So we remain undefeated. Hopefully, it continues that way. Now, my opponent did say he will upload his video. He's gonna record and upload videos, but I honestly don't know his YouTube channel. He hasn't like shared it. Yeah. But yeah, that's the so that's how it goes. So what can I say? I mean, I think next week is going to be Dark Cerberus, I believe, as my opponent. You know what, I will check right now so I don't have to make a post-edit correction like I did last time. But yeah, I mean, I think there was a good game from my opponent. He just said right now that he thought Cinderace was gonna sucker on Blaziken, which I guess that makes sense. But yeah, no, I was just waiting for a chance to just get in Cinderace safely so I can just mindlessly max airstream the whole time. That's really what I had. But yeah, that's the match. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I'd really appreciate a like. Otherwise, you want to continue seeing my run of the MBL. The best thing to do is to subscribe, and yeah, hopefully next week get a win. And so until then, see ya.